Welcome to another edition reviewing the Maryland content on the real estate exam. We do have plenty of videos that are found on our YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and get you started. This is for any individual who is taking the Maryland real estate exam, whether it is the salesperson exam or the broker exam. Welcome. My name is Brenda Kasuva. If we have not met, I'd like to welcome you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we have plenty of videos that are able to help you review not only the national content, but also the Maryland content to help you pass, whether it is the broker exam again or the salesperson exam. My contact information is as displayed. You're welcome, for those of you who are looking at the QR code on the right-hand side, to go ahead and scan to connect with me, save your contact information, and also connect with me on social media. Website is brendakasuva.com, or you can find me with trainingwithbrenda.com as well. We're definitely growing. Our Facebook community currently is over 520 members. We welcome you to keep inviting people to check us out on Facebook, Pass Real Estate Exam. And also our YouTube channel is also being added in terms of videos. It's growing. We definitely welcome you to subscribe there as well. I am focusing today on the Maryland real estate side of the real estate exam. The topic today is going to be on advertising and signs. When you're taking the real estate exam, you're going to have 6 locations that are provided or available in Maryland. As you are registering and paying the $44, you can pick any one of these locations to go ahead and take the real estate exam. So anyone watching that probably already has a real estate license in another state, and now you want to get one in Maryland, these are the different locations that you'll be able to take your test. In addition to that, you can take the test anywhere they have a PSI testing facility. So I can go to Virginia to take my test. I could go to Pennsylvania, as long as it is a PSI testing facility. To the individual who already has a license outside of Maryland, and now you want to get one in Maryland, please visit the Maryland Real Estate Commission for guidance as to what you need to do. The exam is broken into 2 parts. Whether you're doing the salesperson or the broker exam, we have 80 points or 80 questions, allocated time of 90 minutes. And on the state side, Maryland specific questions to do with Maryland, 30 minutes. On the broker side, you see the questions are presented a little bit differently, with 75 questions on the national side and a little bit more when you're taking the broker exam on the Maryland real estate law side, with 40 points, still 30 minutes for a total of 120 minutes. For you to pass the exam on the Maryland side, out of the 30 questions on the salesperson, you need to get 21 correct to get the passing score of 70%. And then on the broker side, you need to get 28 questions out of the 40 in order for you to pass. PSI, as our testing facility, does have a booklet, a packet, an exam guide, or breakdown of the questions. If you do not have a copy of this, please visit their website, psiexams.com, or we do have in the comments or in the description for this particular video, another video that will walk you through on how you are able to get access to this document. So on the Maryland side, there are 6 topics: duties and powers of the Real Estate Commission, licensing requirements, brokerage relationship, supervision, business conduct, and ethics. Today, my specific topic is on advertising, which you will see parts of it on the business conduct, which produces 6 questions on the salesperson exam and 9 questions on the broker exam. Advertising and signs is what we're doing today. You will also see us reviewing the ethics. Ethics produces 4 questions, and ethics does present a conversation on advertising. So we shall be reviewing that together in this particular video. All my reference points will be from the Maryland Real Estate Commission website. So when you go online, just search for Maryland Real Estate Commission, and this is where you will be able to get all the information up to date, and everything that I'll be referencing to is stemming from this particular website. I will be going to the laws and regulation part of this particular website. There will be spots when I'll go live to the website. So if you're watching this and it's a couple years from 2022, this is why we're referencing back to the Real Estate Commission website for you to get the most up-to-date information. Under laws and regulations, we are presented with the true laws that affect us once we have our real estate license. The Real Estate Commission is making sure that we follow those 2 laws, the Brokers Act, also referenced to as Title 17, and then the regulations, also referenced to as the Code of Ethics. As I go to the website to show this information and what I will be referencing to, here we are on the Maryland Real Estate Commission website. We have the 2 laws, Title 17, Brokers Act, and the regulations online, also referenced to as Code of Ethics, which will feed 4 questions on that particular topic. When I click on Title 17, I will get the laws that pertain to us under the Brokers Act. And then on the Code of Ethics side, when I go to click on regulations, this is what I find. As you keep scrolling down, you will get to the part of the Code of Ethics, which starts with the 9.11.02. That's a Code of Ethics. And then we shall be going into the relations to the client. So we'll be getting a lot of information from this particular part as we go through this conversation. We start off from the government side in terms of what is an advertisement. An advertisement from the Brokers Act, which again is one of the laws that we're following to make sure that we abide per our license, is advertises anything spoken. I'm going to present this on a larger view. Anything spoken, oral, anything in writing, anything visual. Spoken is my voice right now. If I was doing a home buyer seminar, if I was leaving a voicemail, if I was doing a video, if I was calling someone to solicit their business, that's all spoken. Written gets into your flyers, your brochures that you're going to be using to promote yourself, your business card, your websites, your social media, all that is written. Visual gets into, like the word says, anything I can see. So this could be if I order pens, if I order a t-shirt that I'm going to wear, if I order a sign that I'm going to post outside the seller's property, all that is visual, whether it's done by me or by others. So when I go online and somebody else is going to be creating this advertisement for me that might not be licensed, I am still responsible to make sure that it abides by the rules. So any type of advertising, whether it is digital or traditional, which is non-digital, like flyers, letters, etc., my voice, pretty much anything that I am doing to solicit business for my real estate business. So here it goes deeper. An advertisement is any mailing, business card, brochure, sign, anything that I put on my car to advertise myself, a TV advertisement, radio, podcast, anything done online to solicit business we're going to make sure that it has what it needs. So what are the guidelines? We're going to now look at the Code of Ethics. So the Government Brokers Act has told us what is an advertisement. And the other law that we're going to look into is from the Code of Ethics. Code of Ethics in review produces 4 questions. So that is something that you're going to be reviewing, and that is found on the Real Estate Commission website, or when we connect for a tutor session or a group coaching session, you will be able to get a breakdown of it. We're talking today about advertising. An advertisement is any representation, promotion, solicitation to the consumer done in any way, whether it's by voice, in writing, or it's something I can see, social media, website. Again, just reviewing what we already introduced earlier. What do I need to pay attention to? It shall present a true picture. So I'm not cropping out stuff that are defective. I am not cropping out, let's say, the power lines. If I go visit the property and I can see the power lines, don't crop them out and present it as if there are no power lines. Present a true picture. Here's where we're going to echo the next sentence. Broker name or company name comes along with all of your advertisement. Your broker with whom you're going to get your license with here in Maryland needs to be presented or represented in every single advertisement. Once again, advertisement is spoken. So in my voicemail, I'm going to say, sorry, I missed you. This is Brenda with the company that I'm with, eXp Realty. When I'm doing a podcast, when I'm doing a home buyer seminar on Zoom or on Face, I need to disclose with whom I am affiliated with, the full company name. So all of these are franchises. If I'm going to affiliate with, let's say, Remax 100, having the franchise logo of Remax is not sufficient. It needs to have the entire name, Remax 100, as an example. Keller Williams Integrity, Gateway, Metropolitan, all those are examples. Coldwell Banker J. Lilly, Coldwell Banker Realty, you get the idea. The full company name, not just the franchise, the full company name as it's registered with the Real Estate Commission. Your email signature, for example, here is giving you examples of everything that needs to have the full broker's name or company name. Keeping on this advertising topic, we also are seeing that there needs to be connection with the broker. And here we're adding on obvious. It needs to be obvious. It doesn't say it needs to be the same size, same font, right next to my name, as long as when I look or someone looks at this advertisement or hears this advertisement, they are automatically going to know whom Brenda is affiliated with. Who is she working with, or is she working for in terms of the company name? Some of us have nicknames, and what we need to know about nicknames is that if you want to use that nickname in your real estate business, then you need to register that with the Real Estate Commission as well. So to the individual who's maybe watching this and now is working on their final exam because they've taken the course, or they're working to pass the Maryland real estate exam. Eventually, you're going to be a real estate licensee here in Maryland, and you happen to have the first name Susan, and your nickname is Susie, and your last name, let's say, is Kasuva. So when you're registering with the Real Estate Commission, if you want to use Susie in your business, Then you will submit that when you're again applying for your real estate license. You will submit Susan, Kasuva is my last name, and then in brackets or parentheses, you're going to put Susie. So in order for you to have your nickname, what in the exam they might call the designated name is your nickname. It needs to be registered with the Real Estate Commission in order for you to use it in your business. Some of us, maybe we forgot. So this is your opportunity to review that. If your real estate license doesn't show your nickname, you have opportunity to add that at a later time or get that corrected. You're just going to go to the Real Estate Commission and submit that. The cost would be $25. So most of you, I'm going to encourage you, get it right the first time, and your broker mentor will also guide you on that step. So designated name from the Brokers Act is, it includes first name, nickname, or last name. So that's why I gave the example of Susan, Susie, and then last name Kasuva in order for me to use that nickname Susie. We then go into the broker's name. So we talked about the broker's name, and here we are seeing it again. That it needs to be meaningfully and conspicuously displayed. It has to be the full name of the business. A logo is not sufficient. We've covered the broker name, full name, shows on your license. We then spoke about your nickname, if applicable. Now let's talk about telephone numbers. The telephone number, the guidance from the Code of Ethics is, if I'm going to offer a way for the public to be able to connect with me, whether it's my telephone number like my cell phone, whether it's a text messaging type of a number, whether it is my social media handles or hashtags, or it is my email address, any way that the consumer is able to connect with me, I need to also provide the broker's telephone number. If I'm going to segue a little bit and talk about online advertising or continue that conversation, is once again, if I'm going to advertise, the broker's telephone number needs to be part of my advertisement if I produce a way for the consumer to connect with me. So if I give my cell phone number, I need to then share my broker's telephone number. Keep in mind, an advertisement is spoken, written, or visual. So if I'm going to say, hey, this is Brenda Kasuva with eXp Realty. I'm inviting you to check out this open house on Saturday between 2 and 4. The address is 712 Washington Avenue. If you have any questions, contact me. 410-709-8337. I need to then provide the broker's telephone number in that spoken advertisement. Let's talk about online advertisements. Any electronic advertisement online, two things we're being reminded here. First, 25% of the main page needs to have the broker's full name, and if you provided a way for the consumer to connect with you, then you need to provide the broker's full telephone number as well. If we have an opportunity to use a social media or a platform that is limited on space in terms of promoting myself, examples, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and anything else that will come in the future where the bio is limited in terms of space, I'm only given 280 characters or less, then I want to take advantage of that space. So I am allowed to put a link that leads people to a website that I am able to offer all of the required information. So let's give some examples. Whatever examples that I am showing here are examples. Again, here we're just reviewing examples in terms of what we have reviewed. So if I use the example of Phil, He's part of a team. On the first 25% of the page, I am displayed with whom he is affiliated with, or the team is affiliated with, at the top left-hand side. And contact information, you're seeing the cell phone number and the office number. This is examples. When I continue the conversation and we get to, for example, what we gave in terms of a platform like Twitter, where he's sharing a little bit about himself, then we are allowed to put the link, and that link leads people back to the website where the individual is able to see whom Phil is affiliated with. If I use myself as an example on Instagram, I welcome you to follow me on Instagram, Brenda Kasuva on Instagram. The other option is I can put it right in the bio where I'm telling you whom I am affiliated with, and then I have a link that leads you to everything that I do. So if I'm not able to, or if I don't want to put the company that I am affiliated with on the bio, I'm able to put a link to a website that shows all the details, or go ahead and spell out the entire company name in the bio. Some of you are going to be part of a team. Some of you eventually are going to start your own team. So a review on advertising in terms of teams is, and a team is a group of people who are coming together, representing themselves as one and promoting themselves as one. They're still part of a brokerage. So it needs to be clear that this team is still part of a brokerage. The broker's name needs to be clear, meaningfully, and conspicuously displayed. And at least one name of the team member, licensing number, needs to be displayed. When we're talking about telephone numbers, if the team is going to provide a telephone number, then we need the office number to be displayed as well. What is special about the team, again, to make sure that the public knows that this team is not separated from the broker, is that the team name needs to be directly connected to the name of the brokerage. So it would be Brenda Kasuva, team with eXp Realty. The Code of Ethics guides us on that as well. So this is where we have reviewed the advertisement, and then we get into the team part, reviewing it again, that it needs to be directly connected to the broker and the words even that the team is able to use. So Brenda Kasuva, team of eXp Realty, Brenda Kasuva group from, with, at eXp Realty. Nothing can separate the team name from the brokerage name. In review, what we have discussed in terms of advertising is summarized very well by you going to the Realistic Commission website. They do have an advertising checklist. When you scroll down, you will get access to the advertising checklist that is going to give you a guidance, a summary. It is not in place of the rules, and your broker should be assisting you in reviewing your advertisement, or your mentor, prior to you getting it out to the public. So this checklist reviews again, is your name displayed as it shows on your license? Meaning if you also have a nickname, is it on your license? Do you have the full brokerage name on your advertisement? If you include your telephone number, do you have the broker's telephone number as well? And a little bit more information to review on advertising. So check out that advertising checklist on the Realistic Commission website. I will echo this again. Every advertisement needs to include the full company name. Use your designated name in all of your advertisement, and designated includes those of us who might have a nickname. If you include a contact way for the public to be able to connect with you directly, please include the broker's telephone number. When and if you work in a team, or you're going to create a team, whatever name you come up with should be directly connected with the broker name or company name, and it needs to include someone's full name in that particular advertisement. We finish off with the topic of signs, because signs are also a means of advertising. And when it comes to signs, whether you're going to put them outside of the property or on the window, the guidance from the Code of Ethics or the regulations is that we do need to get the owner's individual prior to putting up that sign. How will you get that owner's permission is when they sign the agreement. That has been a review on the topic of advertising and signs. Let's continue this conversation by us scanning that particular QR code or going to our website, brendakasuva.com, to see what else we have coming up in terms of connecting with us on social media, checking out what tutor sessions we have available, and group coaching sessions to help you pass the exam. And once you pass the exam, we continue the growth in your business by the sessions we label as Growth Fridays, which are focused on growing your business, offered every Friday at 12 o'clock. Until next time, I will wish you all the best. Let's continue this conversation. Take care. That was awesome, right? Thanks for watching. We know that you are on your way to passing the real estate exam. So do me a favor, subscribe so that you get notifications when we add on to this particular channel. Put your comments below. Go ahead and like. We truly appreciate it. We want to make sure that you reach your goal of passing the real estate exam. We invite you to join us at our next group coaching session that we offer on a regular basis. In addition to that, you might want one specific for you. We offer tutor sessions. Our website is brendakasuva.com. Go ahead and schedule. I will see you there.